Hello, Periscopers. My name's Amy. I'm going to be making a berry pie. If I don't see your questions, it's because I'm baking. And we are going to make a mixed berry pie. I got some hey. I probably can't say hey to all of you because I want to actually bake the pie. And good morning, Denmark. I'm going to be making it with strawberries and blueberries, which I've already cleaned because who wants to watch that boring stuff. I've also cut them up, already measured them, so we will be ready to go. So, normally I make my own pie crust, but for time constraints, we're just going to use some nice store-bought here. And I want to cut it. And I'm going to take my cutting board here and roll it out. How do I feel about Danny DeVito? He's actually a nice guy. I'm turning in to find out. Well, I do some of my best baking. I'm having problems opening this because I have nails now, and because I figured I would make my fingers look nice for you all if I'm going to be baking for you all. We're making berry pie! So, I'm having problems getting the crust open though. So here we go. Usually, like I said before, normally I make my own crust. There's a grate. Those are my nails. I got them colored orange because I'm going to the Mets game tomorrow in San Diego. So, I'm going to unroll, and you're going to let it come to room temperature because otherwise you're not going to have a fun pie. I'm just going to roll it out here on the mat. And then you are going to take your pie plate, which I have over here, and you're going to put it in. My favorite color is orange too. Orange and pink. I'm in a very pink phase now. In this show called Bitchin' Kitchen. No, Nadia G's pretty badass though. I love her. She's freaking awesome. So, Bitchin' Kitchen. This is not Bitchin' Kitchen, but I am wearing my Princess Leia slave costume apron. Because, you know, that's my favorite Disney princess. Yes, pink is great too. My iPhone cover, my laptop cover. So you're going to put that in there. I'm not flashing. The only thing we're going to flash are these awesome looking berries. So seasonal. A little red and blue. The white's obviously going to be a sugar. I usually do make my own, and it's a great recipe in Food Network magazine that they put in there almost every Thanksgiving. And I'm looking over here at my laptop because that's what I got my recipe on. And, you know, you can crimp the edges. I'm not fancy like that. So, in a medium bowl here, we're going to put this aside. We're going to take our awesome berries, and we're going to add a half a cup of sugar in here. We can get rid of this for a little bit. Take my half cup. Where is my half cup? My brother and sister-in-law got me these really nice stainless steel. And I have no sugar in here. Those berries look good. Where am I at? I'm in Los Angeles. So, I got my sugar. And again, if I miss your question, we'll have a little Q&A at the end. Dump my sugar in there. I will be good to go. Also, if you haven't already started preheating your oven to 400, you're going to want to do that. I got my sugar. Got a half cup here. Level it there. Pour that sugar in there. If you got a little, there, just. Nah, I'm not lonely. The person I live with is actually in acting class, and when he gets back, he's going to have a little pie because he always likes being a guinea pig for me. So, no, I'm not lonely. I have a dog and a cat to keep me company. You're also going to want 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. I have these really fun I have these really fun measuring spoons that the person I live with got me for Christmas. So, you know, I get appreciated for my efforts. So 3 tablespoons, and if you get the kind I get from like Trader Joe's or Fresh and Easy, it's got this little thing, and you can just slide it like that, and it will measure it, scrape it up top for you. Because with baking, measuring is everything. Cooking, like if you're cooking a steak or something, you can get away with not exact measurements. Baking's a little more tricky. You have to be pretty darn good on the measurements. A little too much here and there, and you can have some disasters. Have I seen Kim and Kanye in LA? No, and I hope I never do, but I would gladly love to have coffee with Caitlyn Jenner. Baking is the worst for me. You know, shockingly, Rachel Ray sucks at baking too, and she's like my idol. So, then you're going to take a pinch of salt. I, like the person that I live with, we have this little salt thing, and you just take your little pinch. And you're like, why would you want salt in something sweet? Because salt brings out the flavor of everything. Okay, what else am I doing here? Okay, I'm going to mix these. I've got this all in here. I'm just going to reuse my knife that I had for leveling everything off, because that way I'm not making too much of a mess. And maybe I'll cut up some of the berries a little more. Get it going there. Scrape that on the bottom. Get that going in there. Look at that. Now there is some on the bottom that I can't get rid of, so I'm gonna grab my awesome, whoever liked orange, if you're still around, all my stuff is Rachel Ray, so it's freaking orange. Yes, I have a short person stool, but I am tall. However, some of the cabinets in my kitchen are not, and I have like, we actually installed, see where the state of New Jersey cheese board's hanging? That's actually a shelf there, so I have to actually stand on the short person stool to get it. So, the lovely mixture is all creamy. I'm going to take my pie plate now and dump this in here. Make sure you get all that in there, because that's going to be like the yummy juices that come out of your pie. Smooth that around. Toss that in my sink. And now I'm going to set this off to the side again. Wait, you would eat that. Thank you. If I don't see your question, we'll do a little Q&A at the end. Set this over to the side. I'm going to take my other, and I'm going to make, like, I think I'm going to do a lattice. So, cut this one open. I love these kitchen shears. I got them at IKEA. They're freaking, I've had them forever. They're sharp as all damn get up, though. I've cut myself like numerous times on them. They're ridiculous. But they are incredible. And I don't think they sell this style at IKEA anymore, which is heartbreaking. Okay. And we'll just toss that in the sink. Roll this out. Now, to make a lattice, you're just going to cut strips. I'm going to use my pizza cutter. And I'm just going to little strips. Just like that. And my strips are done. And then I'm going to get that off to the side. I'm going to take 2 tablespoons of butter. Now let me show you the good way to measure this. See how it's numbered? The numbers are going to be backwards, I think, because the way Periscope or something is. We'll see the numbers 1, 2. Don't start on this end, because then you have to do all the math or whatever. Say your next recipe needs like 3 or something. Start at this end, because then say your next recipe takes 5. You just got 5 right there. So start at the 8 and work your way back. So I'm going to take my 2 tablespoons there and wrap it. And we're going to toss this in the microwave for like 20 seconds to melt it. And I've got messy hands. I should have brought that over. I did not have a paper towel in my mise en place, which is to have your setup if you're not familiar with culinary terms. Right, here's the microwave. Right now it's a good time to tell you that my camera is sitting on top of the microwave. Hello, Chris Metcalf 223. We are in the process of doing the top crust for the pie. So welcome. I'm Amy. Thank you for the hearts, whoever just sent them. Right now the butter is melting for my lattice top that I'm going to put on the pie, which is over here. Chillin' like a villain. There we go. We're almost melted. 20 more seconds. I can probably start doing little strips here. Little strips there. Just little strips. Putting it across. Maybe go a diagonal. Cut them off. And sounds like my stuff is ready. Do a couple more. Whoop. There we go. Couple more. Yeah. There we go. And we'll adjust this one so we can get one more on there. I'll thin this one out a little bit. That's a little thick. And boom skis. Look at that. This is the first time I've ever made a lattice crust too. Usually I just pop it on top. Now we're going to take the butter. And I'm going to check my recipe one more time. We're going to take the butter again with my brush. I'm going to dip it in the butter here. Just brush it over the top. Give some love to the lattice. Woo. Now if you follow me on Periscope, because this is going to have to cook for 25 minutes at least, you're going to want to come back because I'm going to show you what the finished product looks like. We're also going to take a little bit of sugar again, dust it on the top. Now, when it's baking, if it starts to get a little too brown with the sugar on top, you just put some foil over it and it won't get all burnt. So what you're going to do is, after you do that, you're going to bake the pie for 25 minutes at 400 degrees, and then you're going to reduce the temperature to 350 until it is GBD, which is golden brown and delicious. Then you're going to just put it on a rack and let it cool, and then enjoy some pie. Stop back in and I will show you the finished product when it is done later tonight. Thanks guys for watching me make pie. Does anybody have any questions? I will answer them if you have questions. Oh, one more trick before we go. One more trick. When you do your oven, let me show you this. Your oven, take and put an aluminum foil cookie sheet underneath where you're going to put your pie. And that way, if your pie drips over, you are not going to have... So let me put this pie in the oven, and then if we have any Q&A, I will take care of it. Okay, pie is in the... Look at that. We're going to close that up. Pop the timer. Pop my timer for 25 minutes. And then we're going to reduce it to 350. So if anybody has any questions about making a strawberry pie or anything baking-wise, ask now. I will give you 30 seconds and then I will go away. Going once. Going twice. Sold. I'll see you when my pie is finished.